Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Cherie.
And this is EnjoyTheJourney.Life. We are in Yellowstone right next to Old Faithful.
Right behind us.
Yeah, and our channel is all about living full-time in your RV right now, not waiting 5-10 years down the road, or another lifestyle of freedom and travel, whatever you choose. And today is kind of an interesting video. Do we have rose-colored glasses?
Yes, one of our last videos, somebody or a couple people said, you guys must have rose-colored glasses to have such a positive view on the world.
Yeah, and we got a lot of criticism for maybe giving to the homeless and maybe leaving stuff in a vehicle, and
that we were naive, idiots.
And sure, we made a mistake, but one of the things we want to share in this particular video is that it's all about your perspective.
That's right.
Do you see a world full of mean and hateful people? Or do you see a world full of loving people? And that reminds me of a really great quote by Wayne Dyer.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Loving people live in a loving world. Hostile people live in a hostile world. Same world. Wayne Dyer.
Yeah, it's the same world.
And it was interesting because that was kind of the results that we got on the last video. Either people were in one extreme or the other. They were either like, oh, you're so stupid, you idiot, don't you know better? But, you know, you can't trust people. And then there's people on the other end, you know, saying the complete opposite. You guys are awesome. I'm so happy to see this video. Thank you so much. And it was like, ignore the negative people. And we do. We pretty much ignore the negative people because we don't see things the way they do.
Right, but we have changed a few of them, so we really want to be inspiring with our videos. And again, one of the reasons we're making the video here today is that you can choose to look at the world differently. You don't have to watch the news or believe everything that you hear people say.
That's right.
Maybe not follow politics that much.
Or focusing on the negative. Because then that's all you're going to see and understand is the negative.
And there is so much good and love everywhere you look. And what we choose is to put ourselves out in places like this, beautiful places in nature.
And being grateful for it. It's just amazing that we get this opportunity.
And we meet so many amazing people.
Yeah, we do.
Passionate, loving people. Then we sometimes meet in a big city full of a mad dash rush to get to their 9 to 5 or 40, 60, 70-hour work week, whatever that is.
Yes.
And I know if that's you, you probably would rather not be doing that. And again, we want to be an inspiration.
That's
for
right.
that.
That's what we're here for, to inspire.
I know a lot of people are racing toward retirement and thinking about, I've got to have this big, massive retirement account to get to age 70 or 75. to retire.
Just not so.
The plain fact is, a lot of people aren't living that long or living healthy that long, and you're not going to take any of that with you, any of that stuff that you've saved up, that big house, all those toys. You're going to be giving that to your kids.
Or that plaque for being with a job for 20, 30 years. You can't take that with you.
What we're trying to do is inspire people again to try this lifestyle out. If you are like, wow, that looks so awesome, but I just can't do it. Maybe your fear of the unknown. This isn't like a permanent decision. You could get a sabbatical from your job. You could quit and you could get hired again in a year if you travel the world for a year.
That's right.
And then you say, you know what, this isn't for me, or you rent an RV to try it out and you're like, I don't really like that, but you only took a month off of work, you can go back.
Yep, that's right. You got to give it a try because life is short, and what are you waiting for?
There is so many awesome and amazing things to see in this world, and we have this short lifetime.
Yes.
To try to capture just a fraction of it.
And we want to travel while we're young and be able to, we just like trekked, I don't know how far. You know, we couldn't do that if we were 70 or 80 years old. I don't know, maybe we will be able to, but we don't know. That's the thing, we don't know.
Yeah,
so that's why we want to do it now while we can.
A 12+ mile hike
12 and
the
a
other
half
day.
miles, that's right, up
Yeah.
a mountain. We couldn't do that when we were older. Maybe we can, hopefully we can, but we don't know.
We've heard stories of couples that have scrimped and saved and not traveled, working hard, building up this retirement account, and then one of them gets sick or ill, and then all of their money and savings ends up going to pay for a nursing home or an assisted living or medical bills.
Right.
And they never get to experience that dream. And we really hope you're not one of those, that you're at least getting out and taking some amazing vacations and some time off.
Right, and of course we prefer RV living full time. It's what we're doing now. It doesn't mean it's what we'll always be doing. We have other ideas of things we want to do. We don't think we'll always be in an RV, but that's where we are right now and we're loving it.
It's not about the vehicle. It's about your intention of the lifestyle that you want to create. And, you know, again, we're really happy that we're inspiring so many people.
Yes.
We love all the comments that you guys have been leaving below. That's awesome, and asking so many great questions.
Right, we've really been enjoying the questions and knowing that we're inspiring you. And that's why we're here. That's why we want to do this for you. And it looks like Old Faithful is going off right now. So we want you to enjoy this while it's going off. I think I need to move out of the way.
I think it's warming up.
Is it warming up?
It's like...
I'm getting ready to show my face.
I'm ready to belch.
We wanted to be recording while it was going off so you could see it too.
Other things we wanted to mention, that you've heard of the idea of thinking outside the box. And a lot of people think, well, I think way outside the box. But you know what? You're probably just in a slightly bigger box. So keep that in mind. And what are your programs and limitations that are holding you back? I mean, we still have things that hold us back.
Right.
We're like, rock climbing. Well, that's a little more adventurous than we think we want to do.
Yeah, I'm not into like life risking activities. Oh, there it goes. It's getting ready to go. Whoa, look at that.
Yay, there it goes. Woohoo! It's really cool that we're recording this on what would have been Nelson Mandela's 100th birthday.
And what an inspiring man he was. His life is a huge positive testimony.
Yeah, and it was really cool. Richard Branson's birthday is today as well. He's turning 68, and he was having a special event about world peace. And part of our inspiration is by doing acts of kindness that we can help the world be more peaceful and become more peaceful. That again, that it's not full of hateful people out there. We're not all divided. We're one human race. Part of the inspiration behind our movement, RV Making a Difference, hashtag RV Making a Difference, is how just one person doing a simple act of kindness wherever they're at, when they're out visiting another area or back at home, whatever it is, picking up trash or volunteering, that together, collectively, we're really powerful.
That's right. And you never know how far of a reach that one act of kindness actually reaches out to so many other people. They respond in kind, in a positive way, and they pass that along to others. And you have no idea how one act of kindness makes a difference in the world.
Yeah, so thank you so much. If you're joining us with that, keep using that hashtag.
Yeah.
And sharing that in the comments below.
And we believe that you get out of life what you put out there. If you put out fear and negativity, that's what you're going to get in return. If you put out positivity and happiness and joy, then, and being thankful, always feeling thankful and grateful in the moment, more will return to you.
Yeah, whatever the situation may be, even if it's a challenging situation. I love that thing that you say, it's either an experience or it's entertainment.
Right, exactly. So if there's something bad that happens to you, well, take it as a learning experience. And I know like our last experience was a little bit of entertainment. So we got both out of it. You take away the positive. You don't focus on the negative part of it. You just focus on what do you get out of it? What's the takeaway from the situation?
And some of the ways that we stay positive is we both made a vision board.
Yes.
And these can be a lot of fun, and maybe you've done one. If you have, make sure you let us know that you have. If you haven't,
some people call it a dream board.
Yeah, we'll show you a little bit of footage of ours.
Yes.
And it's putting up pictures of things that inspire you, things that you want to attract more into your life. Yeah.
Things that you can focus on and feel the energy of those images, and then that will manifest. The universe responds in kind.
Yeah, you can have a check on there with a certain amount of money.
$1 million.
You can have a car. You can have a picture of you with perfect health. You can have a picture of you in a great relationship.
Getting a massage, sitting in a jacuzzi, in a tropical island.
Yeah, yes, and
that's
speaking
what's on
of
mine.
RV travel, a picture of a really nice RV.
That's right.
If you don't have one yet.
And all the places you want to visit. We have a picture of the mountains with the chairs, with a canoe. We have all kinds, and we have it placed in our little bed cutout cubicle, the slide part up above, so when we wake up in the morning we can look at it and start our day with our vision. It's the first thing we see every day.
Unless I'm looking at you.
Aww. He's so sweet.
So you can't see our vision board until you're laying right here. Yeah. Our vision board all the way across. This is Tom's side. And this is my side. A couple of things that happened this year. Let's see. Veg Fest. I put that on there and forgot about it. So these are some that I've cut out that I haven't put up yet. Of course, like there's $1 million bill, right? Time to simplify life. Travel.
But we do. We wake up and we look at our vision board and we talk about different things on it, and we start our day in a positive state of mind.
Yeah, and one other way to even make this more powerful is, that I think you kind of touched on it, is to look at the image, close your eyes, visualize it in your mind, and then feel what it would feel like to be in that experience.
That's putting out that positive energy into the universe, and the universe brings it right back to you.
What it would be like to hike maybe Mount Kilimanjaro, or go skydiving, or be right here in Yellowstone watching Old Faithful.
Right.
Whatever that is for you?
Not long after we did our vision board, we had one that manifested on Tom's, and since then we've had a couple of others, a couple of manifested on mine. So it's kind of fun to go back and look at, like, I don't even remember putting that on there because we have so much on there, but I was like, oh, that's so cool because we did that.
Yeah, I have to share mine because it's kind of a fun one that we enjoy good wine once in a while, and so I've got a picture of a little wine crate kind of wine shelf thing on mine, and it wasn't but a week or two later we were actually running a 5K
Ran a
race.
5K.
And we had some raffle tickets
right
for a prize, and what did I win? A whole case.
It was 13 bottles of wine in the crate that's exactly on his vision board.
It looked just like that.
We were like, and it was just after we did it.
Yeah.
So it was so exciting, and yeah.
It's super cool, and actually I'll link to some videos that I made on my personal channel about this that will actually kind of help you with the process of that.
Yes, and if you haven't watched The Secret or read the book, do that, because that's where I first started, like, learning all about how this works, and ever since I watched that, it's been life-changing.
Millions and millions of people that love that and are using that, but then there's so many people that are critical
and they don't get
negative about that. What kind of life do you want to live?
Right.
You want to be stuck in fear and afraid of the world, or change your attitude and attract the things you want in life, and
have the positive in your life
and be happy no matter what happens to you. We know some of you out there, you know, you may have some physical limitations, you may have financial limitations that you think are going to hold you back, but there are people that RV that are disabled.
Right.
There are people that hike mountains that are not fully functional.
We certainly all have our challenges.
There are ways to make it happen if you really, really believe and you really want to make it happen.
Yes, like I said, we all have our challenges, and we have to, like, receive that with a positive attitude and not be complaining. It's a struggle for me still. You know, there's things that I have challenges with, and you know, we have our challenges. We're human, but we still try to, like, pivot our perspective and turn it around for the positive.
Yeah, we should maybe share those perspectives. You want to talk about yours first?
I broke my arm in March of 2017 and immediately developed a neurological complication called CRPS. It's still a challenge. I don't have full function of my hand back. I can't straighten my fingers. I can't make a fist with it. So sometimes I'll forget about it and I'll hold a handful of blueberries and they just, like, all fall out of my hand.
And what's kayaking like?
Oh, I can kayak. I made a modification to the kayak thing, and I kayak just fine now, and I'm on top of the world. I couldn't have hiked a mile when I had CRPS, but now I just did 12.4 miles.
Right, and I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I don't focus on that.
No, I mean several times a day. How many injections do you take a day, probably?
It's probably 6 or 7.
You have to take injections and testing your blood sugar, and
sometimes I feel weak, like I shouldn't be doing anything. My blood sugar gets low, or sometimes it's too high. But I run. I've ran a marathon. I've ran a half marathon before, and so I don't accept that as some kind of physical limitation that's going to hold me back.
Yeah.
So I've been overweight, like 30 pounds heavier. So, I mean, whatever you want out of life, whatever life you want to create, believe that you can do it, have an intention toward doing it, write it down, put it on a vision board.
It's all about intention and putting your mind to something.
Right, and each day is a new day. Doesn't mean every day is going to be the way you planned it.
Right.
So what? Tomorrow morning, it's a new day, and you get to make new choices about what you're going to create in that day. So we hope you've enjoyed this video here. We hope we've inspired you. And we're going to leave you with another quote by Wayne Dyer, really inspirational guy.
Yeah, I really love Wayne Dyer. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
It's all your perspective.
That's right.
And you are the only person that can change your life. It's your responsibility. You can make that decision. And thanks so much for watching this video. We want to hear what you think about it and some other ideas that you have that could inspire other people as well in the comments. And if you're making a vision board and writing down your goals, put that down there as
let us
well.
know. Or if you're a fan of The Secret already, let us know. You're our tribe.
Yeah, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button as well. Ding that bell so you get the notifications when we release another video or when we go live.
Oh yes, which we plan on doing on Sundays when we have service.
Yes, and we plan on going live in some really awesome places that we can get cell coverage.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching. You guys have an awesome day, and we're gonna sign off here from Old Faithful in Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, bye.
So long.